show you my very first cyclocross race. So what you just saw there was the start, I am a road racer, and I had never done a cyclocross race before. This was my very first one. So we're looking at the Chicago Cross Cup 2018. This is race number 2, women's category 4 and 5, Caldwell Woods. Super fun, hot day, dry conditions, which is great. And I was seated very last. So the way it works is the staging for the start is based on your points. And of course, I had 0 points. Therefore, I was way off the back. So I started out all the way in the back. And because I didn't have the chance to do a course recon ahead of time, I didn't get in on time to be able to do one lap at least to see the course for myself and see what the best lines would be for the corners, etc., and just familiarize myself with the course. I used this first lap as my recon lap. I wasn't too worried about placing in this race, right? I'm brand new. It's all about skills. I have no cyclocross skills at all. This is like the day before, 24 hours before this race, I had some friends show me how to mount, dismount, remount on the bike. So I'm off the back, and I just let everybody go ahead of me, so I am not a hazard to anyone, but also I'm safe, and I take my time to understand the course. So here we are. We hit the first hill up here, and I'm going up. I'm still on the bike, but guess what? Everybody in front of me gets off. Now I have to get off. So I get off the bike and run up. And the first lap is always like this, always congested because, well, everybody started together, right? You will see as this race goes on that the field spreads out, and then I don't have that many racers next to me. So you have some single track, you have areas where you can pass people, other areas that are not possible. So here we go, everybody's off. So I have to get off. I get off, maybe I could have gone to the right there, but first time in this course. So my first lap, I walk quite a bit or run quite a bit because of these two things. One, it's the first time around, and two, the race ahead of me get off. So look how long it took me there to clip back in. This is something that I have improved since this first race. I have practiced way more on how to get off the bike and back on at speed. That way I don't lose so much time. So every time there's an area like this one, I take advantage of it and go faster and put the power down. Now here we have a descent, so that's not too big of a deal. And now we have a barrier coming up, so I unclip right here, a little bit too far, but I run up and I run up here. Now this first lap, I have my bike on my shoulder. So you see the camera pointing to the ground because I shouldered my bike and ran up. On the second lap, I kept the bike down because I saw the riders doing that and it was faster. So sometimes it's faster to shoulder your bike and run up with the bike on your shoulder. Sometimes it's faster to just put it down. This was a tricky one. So this one I stopped because I'm very worried about this one. It's an S shape, down and uphill. So you go up, you go down here, and then you go up immediately, and it's pretty technical. So I was a little bit scared. Second lap, I go faster on this one. I'll see if I can fast forward so you can see that. So yeah, so this is how my race started. And by the second lap, I wish there were a lot of laps, and it was just 2 laps, about 25 minutes long for the race. But the more you do it, the better you get because you get used to the course, you feel more confident about the cornering, etc. And it was great that my very first race was a dry one. So I'm waiting for an opportunity to pass this rider right here. So sometimes it's not about power, In fact, if I look at my power file after this race, I didn't even feel tired. I didn't spend a lot of energy because I wasn't going super fast and was taking this really easy to learn the skills. And sometimes it's hard to pass people, and especially if you're not feeling aggressive. So here I just go because it's a pretty open area, so I can pass no problem. So let's see if I can fast forward this. Oh, I get off here. So this is another one that was tricky. Look at the spectators. That's the fun thing about cyclocross. You have a lot of spectators all around the course. Look at this. This is an up and down again. So I am a little bit worried about this one. This person just went down on the outside. And I'm just, I'm conservative. Then I get back on the bike. And again, first lap, second lap, I go much faster. These are the juniors passing me. So the junior riders are amazing. Their race starts about 2 minutes after the Cat 4-5 women's race starts, and some of them are so fast and fearless, and I'm full of fear because it's my very first race. So I let them pass, and they're pretty good about saying on your left, passing on your right, etc. Although I did get one of them who got a little bit frustrated, I guess, with me being in front of him, and he let out a big sigh. This person ahead of me is a little slow. All right, so they pass me, and I'm cool with that. Again, very, very first one. So if you're on the fence about trying cyclocross, do it. It is, it's like being a kid again. You're out in nature. The speeds aren't high. You don't have to worry about cars. If you fall, it's grass, or it's mud, or it's sand. So, highly recommend it. So what you do too is, once you get the hang of it and skills, etc., you're able to go faster. Every time there's an open area or straight that you don't have to corner anytime soon, you can put the power down, and that's how you gain speed. In other races, there are more hills and more areas to run with your bike, and you can gain positions doing that. In fact, my next video is going to be of my race number 2, which is the chicrosscup race number 3, and that video is going to be after 3 days of rain, so you will see muddy conditions, and that one was so much fun. It was great, and it was better, I think, than this one because I had learned more and I felt more confident on the bike. So yeah, here, but it's a family event. You can bring everyone, you bring kids, you bring family, everybody's hanging around the course, and they can see the whole race pretty much most of the time. You can be sitting on the chair anywhere, of course. So again, here I'm being just, not this another barrier, so I get down. This is a double one. So I jump once and I jump twice, and I don't even put my bike down. When it's that close, when you have 2 barriers that close, you don't have to put your bike down. Just carry it right through it. And boom, I'm back on the bike. And again, watching out for riders in front of you. That's the one thing that got me a little bit nervous too. I wasn't sure when people were gonna get off their bikes. There were only 2 little muddy sections in this race, and the key with mud is to keep pedaling. Just keep your speed, keep pedaling. I want to pass, but I know there's a turn coming up. So a lot of times it's not about power, it's really about skills and knowing where. That was the little muddy section right there, and knowing when and where to pass people. 400 watts here, passing that rider, and here we go uphill. This one I get off again. So on my second lap though,
at least as much as I can.
go up this hill. Again, all about confidence.
Shit.
Taking a little time there to get back on the bike. Lots of fun though. So there you have it, my very first cyclocross race. I hope this is helpful. I hope this will encourage you to get out there and try it. It is so worth it. A little muddy section there. Up and down.
Go.
No problem. yeah, so I'll keep the video. I'll stop my commentary here. But if you have any comments or questions, please post them. Oh, this is a bunny hop right here. It was a log. So if you're not familiar with the rules, USA Cycling has the rules for cyclocross races. So the course needs to have a certain number of obstacles, types of obstacles, areas that you have to get off the bike and run up, or it's minimum distance, etc. All of these things all the criteria need to be met for the race to be a USA Cycling race. And if you don't have a license, you can purchase a day license. It's a one-day thing, and then if you like it, you can register for an annual license and have your races count towards upgrades. The more you race, and the more points you get, and you start to get upgraded. All right, that's gonna do it for me today. I'm gonna leave the video here so you can watch if you're interested to see that second lap. And you'll see me going up those hills. I go faster. Too bad it was 2 laps and not 3. Maybe the 3rd lap I would have gone even faster. So leave your comments below for me. If you have any questions as well, I'll be happy to answer them. Again, Taya Freestead with the Endurance Lab. Chicago Cyclocross Cup, race number 2 for 2018. Thanks for watching, everyone. Cheers.
Going through, women coming through, James growing off. Going through,
Thank you. Go on, guys. That's where it goes.
Starting in 5 minutes. 15 to 18s will be first.